Hey everybody, we're back with more FF16. I'm streaming a little late, but it's fine. And just we want to pop in, spend a couple of hours playing this. Honestly, this is, I think I've been checking out other people's thoughts on this game, and I think a lot of people are in agreement. This game is probably exceeding a lot of people's expectations. By and large, we, from what little demos and what have you that kind of came from this stuff from the past couple of years, we thought oh well, these the icon fights were gonna be probably only the dopest part of the game, and everything else is gonna be very mid. But this is exceeding a lot of people's expectations. We thought, well, I think it's kind of is, but it isn't at the same time. We thought this is gonna be just like a kind of way Batman Arkham Origins was, while we was waiting for Night to come out. It was like a hold us over for a while they're handling stuff with that. But like with Arkham Origins, it did exceptionally well by fans, and it's this one's actually pretty doggone good. It's depressing in most cases, but yeah, it's a lot of this stuff is more impressive than I thought it initially would be. Home sweet home Alabama. Okay, go to the mess hall. But anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me in the links in the description below. I have a new movie review coming out tomorrow, and then the following Thursday will be the National Treasure TV show, because to be frank, I haven't got to jump on that because I gotta keep up with some comics. The next comic book review I'll be doing is a Apocalypse miniseries, the origins of the X-Men Rogue, not the Rogue, but the Rogue Gallery member of the X-Men, Apocalypse.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived.
Hello.
Victor sends his thanks. And our Cuckoo will miss the force he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away? None worth mentioning. Gav still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now. Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Hanover. They look like Hex from Ben 10. Not Hex. Charmcaster.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. I'm sure she has her reasons.
Okay, just making sure. I also wanted to refund this because I want to stick to the the main things I want to be using. This is cool enough. But honestly, I want to stick to ones that I know is going to be probably the biggest benefit for me. because I end up spending money on this, and not money, but you know, points on this. I could refund it, but I'll leave it. But this and that, well, you know, like this is like an automatic. But this and that, Gouge and Wicked Wheel, I use probably the most often. This Cyclone is fun. You know, Rising Flames look good. It's just basically an, you know, uppercut. But Heat Wave and what's the other one? And Ignition's probably like the biggest ones that I really honestly wanna like really put my energy into. Yeah, it's clearly a, you know, a wanted poster thing. You ever played Red Dead Redemption, you know what I'm talking about. Vivian? Oh look, an owl. It's like, it looked like the same owl that died in the prologue. Are we in like Harry Potter? Hey there, Charmcaster.
Trust him included.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
With the Dante hairstyle.
Same with you, Vivian Ninetales.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though some wrecks dominion of the northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than will elude relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambraquois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on a crystalline dominion, an altogether easy target possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yairan. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return his volume to Old Holmes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Dun 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 dun. You know, some people call this game kind of like, you know, Japanese Witcher, but honestly, I never played a Witcher game. I'm fairly familiar with it, but never played a game, and I can see what their point is, but to me, it's, you know, giving me vibes of like Game of Thrones, honestly.
Norseman Hippocrates. That is a name I have not heard for a long time.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always. I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it. Ready? A resident scholar devours books, fasten young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered in Drake's Head, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry. Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books. I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north. I'll see what I can do. You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nixon off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as moogles. The twins seem well. Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. However well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night. From some more than others. And the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal. Which is why we must give them all the time they need. That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive. Good day. Yeah, I'll be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not bad, Blinken. You're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scale.
I had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Bav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole it. Alright. I'll look.
And then you get some rest.
It looked like something like out of Assassin's Creed or something, you know?
You have a thought worthy of a letter.
And some woman is dressed like a warrior garb, like a medieval female knight or something like that. That's really, really attractive. Wall of memories. Oh. And it came out here. Okay, One Eye, what you got for me? The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Yeah.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randallar and Hugo Kruger's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
Look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. Each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
Every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
he did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without wild crystals. That's it. and so the North is lost.
I knew that a blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are efforts in vain? Off, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto. It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished. Very well.
Martha.
Martha leave the West.
That's getting something taken care of. Okay. Right. Oh, Gabby's. I thought it was a ladder somewhere down here, like an extra way to get out. I'm a goofy. Gotta get used to this place.
What do we know, Otto? Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like that, Clive. Something's not right. You think this was planned? Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastport, the Empire's been tightening its grip and the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers weak enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in. And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next. Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all. Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Okay. Let's think about the side mission. Nice little dinner bell going. So ding ding ding.
Finish with that long mark, Sid.
Oh, and yeah, I heard about, you know, Nathan Fillion being cast to play a live action Guy Gardner Green Lantern. He's supposed to be showing up in Superman Legacy. Probably has like a cameo at the most. Or support.
Blighted bilge. Is everything alright? Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses. The Lakewater doesn't agree with it then. That's one way of putting it. And unless you've got some grand scheme to suck the blood from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Ted does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
What the hell is that name? Cock and Ball. Are they serious with that name?
Phrasing?
Of course I will. Your series are only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost. Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curtail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over. Sounds easier than filling a faraway forest, that's for certain.
Okay, well, I'll deal with the side quest first, since it's on the way.
Easier than felling a forest, I heard.
not the smoothest. Still gotta get used to that lock on thing.
I can't imagine Obla's needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Save Martha. You have to save Martha.
Over here!
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others. Fucking Imperials. Let's get you to a physical, shall we? Sid? Sid, you be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right. You could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. Norma spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all her efforts got her were a pair of fire shackles and a hard march. Any idea where? Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Judd and I will go after them. You take care of the people here. We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a cutting. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid. You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
It's a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
A real mystery. You know, I find it kind of funny that we never, not once, see Clive and Joshua's mom since the prologue. You know, seeing what she was up to at any point. Look at the devil.
Mother, be hurt.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened. What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened. The Black Shields? The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then, they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all our citizens.
Seems to step too far. Legions of the Empire.
Not the church.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
I mean, I gotta admit, it was pretty doggone brave, you know, to save Martha, like literally like the sick and infirm, like knowing they realized, yeah, we're gonna die anyway, might as well, like, you know, go out on our own terms and save this woman that's been taking care of us so she can make the escape. As futile as it is, that is like so like beyond belief brave.
No.
Damn it. I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They brought the bearers to us.
What? These two unturned. That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Really?
And their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may urge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear. How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive,
This won't take long.
Nice finishing move. That was clean. You know, I'm looking at, you know, these knights' weaponry, and when I visit like the medieval armor exhibit in the Art Institute in downtown Chicago, and I saw like the swords and armor pieces and stuff like that. Not only those things look like they, you know, weigh considerably, but like just the swords alone, a lot like the broadswords especially, I imagine they weigh quite a bit. Not like too heavy to lift, but like, you know, you definitely have to practice and more than likely get used to carrying that bit of weight and then swinging it around with some level of training and finesse. I mean, it's like, because like we look at like those things like in person rather than what you see in like a book or a movie, TV show or a video game, whatever. You actually see it like a weapon like that in person. You like, wow, these things must weigh a bit, and just to be able to wield it in such a way that it takes training, it's like, you know, yeah, that's something like you definitely need a lot of training to get used to, you know, utilizing something like that.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Yeah. Making sure it's like no collectibles. Probably should be looking out for.
the abbot.
The bearers died protecting it, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive, he's breathing.
The friends of Martha, we need help.
Are the Imperials?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Keys will return.
The colonies will continue.
Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tomad, to beg Sears Big and her.
This wasn't her fault. I shall. In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to... I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Okay, let's lay these poor people to rest. It looked like a, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh monster card Dark Bat. You know, I was just watching like an old episode of Regular Show. Remember that? If you watch Regular Show, if you remember that episode Peeps, that giant eyeball that watch everybody, that's what it reminded me of. Like, you giant eye sack. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items.
What am I saying? Of course it has. As a floating eyeball.
Oh, you.
Nice try. Nice try.
Gotcha.
See that coming?
Just make a pun.
That must be the price.
Could use my limit break, but it felt like that'll be a waste. I feel like that's just like in case shit happens.
What is cleanse the flow burden? And bear it up to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What are the Imperials?
The pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
What?
Okay.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. Once the garrison might still be nearby. Father.
No one survived, man.
I'm sorry. Before we passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame myself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
Oh. You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those
The men or the
Imperials
swords?
come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a stewardess from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish. No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
What you plan on doing with those curse breakers? Aside from, you know, guarding your place. What's this plus sign?
Let's move.
Oi!
I know you.
Handy with that sword of yours. Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, the question is, are you willing to use it or not?
Stop blowing smoke up my ass.
Little chocobos are in need of help. Chocobos. You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travelers round these parts from bandits and the like. Tuckers. Fighting bandits. It's true. They saved me from a gang of footpad only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back. Looking to settle the score. Go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them. Alright. There's a good lad. Where can I find these chocobos? I saw them cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You saved Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough. I'm sure I will. Good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
You know, I was a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, probably been like a good, 3-4 days. But at this point, there's been like stuff that went on with Jonah Hill and Kiki Palmer that I really want to do like a discussion video on. But I don't know. But probably it's gonna be brief, maybe. Because I had thoughts, and of course opinions, everybody has one, but it's just that first and foremost, like, I'm not going to delve too much into it right here, but it's like Jonah Hill got this ex who, because he's recently, got a new girl, and he's about to have a baby by her, and this woman, this ex, he only been with for like a year, the surfer chick. I'm pretty sure you all heard her stories, and then she posted his like lengthy text message to her, basically saying that like, hey, like, I am not personally cool with you, still posting, these surfer bikini pics and hanging out with these surfer dudes, and basically saying like, hey, like, I'm not cool with this. If you like, I kind of want you to stop that stuff, and if you feel so, like, if you don't want to do it, then like, hey, like, then we just can't be together. I kind of prefer that. And if that's something that doesn't like align up with how you feel, then hey, you can pretty much like go about your own way. That's fine. But and then like people, well, most people, not everybody, there's been people who just like calling him misogynistic, controlling, insecure. I don't know the guy personally, obviously, but clearly this guy, like, just trying to handle things as amicably as possible, as sweet as he probably can make this text. But I don't think it's fair, everybody, those who keep calling him those names, those buzzwords they're just throwing around, when he personally feel that that's not something he wants. And people sound like, well, he met her that way, but it's fine then. And it's like, now she has to stop herself. Yeah, sure, she was doing that before he met her. Lots of people do certain things when they're single, but it's when they get into a relationship where most of that stuff will have to be, like, either toned down or stopped. Like, women for a lot of times in history have asked guys to, like, I don't want you to ride those motorcycles anymore because they're dangerous, even though you knew full well that I rode motorcycles before I met you. I like to hang out with boys out to, like, clubs, bars, and do all this crazy stuff. You don't want me to do that no more. If I love you, like, I will probably minimize that or not do it at all for the sanctity of the relationship if you're serious with each other. And like, guys ask for so little. And if he's doing his job as like the boyfriend or husband, all that is required of him, and the one thing he asks, you wants to get like, like this particular woman wants to get like all, like, hey, you could just leave. Like, controlling would be like him forcing her to stay and doing what he wants, but he's not controlling her. He like, hey, be well, go about your life, whatever like that. But I'm not looking for a girl who just can't like just do this one thing. Like, what's more important? And when you're in a relationship, you gotta decide what's more important. Like, is your Instagram stuff more important than the relationship you have with this successful guy who's, seems pretty like a decent guy, is doing well for himself, but it's like, you can't do it. If you can't do it, fine. He doesn't need to be with you.
I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looked like they went that way.
Yeah, I kind of want to like, do like a discussion video about that, because we all been in at least one relationship, in most of our adulthood, if not more. So like, oh shoot, didn't even dodge that. I'm so used to like, automatic dodges. And it's like, what's wrong with a guy having boundaries? He says that is his boundary. And like, it may not be a boundary you might agree with, or I might not agree with, or the mailman might not agree with, but it's his boundary. Whether or not we agree with it, that's, not our concern. What we do need to do is at least respect it. It's like, everybody has one. And just like when it comes to a guy, it seems kind of like one-sided. It just seems kind of one-sided. Like, lots of women, not all women, but lots of women seem like they want to have their cake and eat it too. And it's like, come on, bruh. And it's like, when you enter a relationship, there's single stuff you gotta cut out. And like, and he's like, oh, it's part of her job or whatever she does. I don't even know if she's like, I think she might be a professional surfer or something or other, but surfing is like definitely like, something that she likes to do. And it's like, and from what I've seen from other people who talk about this, and they show like the pictures that she had on Instagram, and it's like, yeah, do you really need your butt out in these skimpy bikini pics? Because there are actually swimsuits that cover most of the body, and it's like, at least have when you was in a relationship, you could have had like a compromise with this guy, and he seems very reasonable, but you find it like, not your, you don't want to do it. Well, you kind of missed out, and he's probably dodged the bullet with that girl anyway.
I think you've seen the last semester, dude. You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall. Not around here, I won't. Why's that, eh? Because she's something for hero his bots. You had her, and I had you. Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both? Alright then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Ah. Oh, shit. Press the wrong button. Oh. God, I was so tempted to pop my I'm about to say devil trigger, but limit breaker.
You're safe now. What's ours, I presume? Yeah, boy. Let's go. You can be.
Oh, what do you know? Yo, so and so.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. You found yourself a flock. Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would.
and the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Unscathed.
And not only that,
But I'll be. You never stop to think our hero here might want to be someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
well,
No, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. No matter who you are, you done right by me.
what is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you, and it seems our pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, better me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The last time the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
They gave him a Nick Fury eye patch.
Doesn't she got handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swore my car on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Now that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Now, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Okay. Ambrosia's attack. I want to ride my chocobo all day. After 18 long years, Clive has finally reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the chocobo.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Run like the wind.
Ride like the wind, Bullseye. Does it like? I'm trying to see if I could drift it. Kinda. Oh, I can fight. Nice. All right. I guess it's time to get back to the hideaway. Oh. There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Where's Gov?
Finish with that box and
Well, did you find me some wax?
Yeah, here's your wax.
Worth nothing is.
Wax off with that.
Reeks like a chocobo's ass.
Sorry about that.
Well, I don't suppose the old guy will mind as long as he stays.
That was
above
me.
the waves. Otto. So your boat has a name. I didn't know. Yeah. Same with me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
It smells like a chocoble's arse.
It was me, Barry.
Oh, increased attack by 12. Nearly 1,000. Okay. Like an enemy that has a lightning affixed to it will cause lightning discharge, dealing extra damage. This charge will trigger all nearby lightning discharge regardless of whether it is affixed to another enemy or not. Discharge damage is related to Oh, wait till I get just a bit over 1,000. I say 1,075. I can increase these two. I should increase Garuda's Wicked Wheel a bit. I did, no, actually, I did promise I was going to deal with this next, didn't I? This, I guess this could wait a bit. You know, I wanted to go out to the gym today, but it was like crazy weather we're having. It's like, you know, raining all day. Matter of fact, it was like, you know, severe weather on top of like possible, like, you know, tornadoes in certain parts of Illinois. So yeah, that's not freaking possible. It's supposed to be like sunny and better tomorrow, so I'll go then.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Clive, I've missed that scowl. Where's my report?
What, no kind word for your old pal Gav?
There ain't no words you're after. You're fishing in the wrong barrel.
I don't remember
Now
asking
sit
you
down,
a
you fool.
goddamn thing.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lying right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Ortha.
While the two nations beat their shields, they rush sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon our weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we move out of the crystals.
They never see me coming.
Former other crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath in High Gnome. Drake's Fang in Dalmekia. Drake's Spine in Walud. And Drake's
Drake!
Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion. With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed. That is exactly the move Kuku would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, it is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer. I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help. Who's that then? My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the Dread Magnet with holdings in over 100 cities.
Weird. Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
Put two and two together, didn't you, Gav, huh?
It was his action which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for? Eh?
Are they having like a staring contest? What's going on? New facilities. Lion reports. Patrons whisper. The hunt board.
What are we waiting for indeed?
Dark rooms as ragged as
So Mather's alright. Others race.
There you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board. It's where curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all Muggles. I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. With the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that gets posted on the board. So if there's... Okay. Oh, that. Clearview Sinbreak. The Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Kair Nervant met with a troop of curse breakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. His eyes wild and flickering, though the curse breakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass. The sound of crackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Creepy. Balfagor, reports have been received of a wild avius of striking size, making its nest on top of the hill adjacent to Eastpool. All efforts are being made not to arouse the beast's ire. It is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition 80 brave volunteers to march to the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers of the nearby villages. Broken Hilt, Zaria. Fairview, Senbreak. You can't go anywhere yet. Place is locked. Lock, stocked, and barrel. Fairview, Senbreak. That was Zarya. Jason to Eastpool. Some hill next to Eastpool. Clearview Sandbreak. Well, I guess I can always like look up where these things are once everything gets unlocked. What I understand a little while ago that it's probably somewhere beyond dim, but at this point we should be like 40% into the main story, so we haven't even gone to past the halfway point just yet. Oh.
I hear there's trouble in this area. If it's alright to touch you.
Stairs. Why do it have to be stairs? Oh, where we keep all the other plants.
Long now, Martel. See, I'm was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything alright?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something in the old highway still lives on.
Martel probably enjoyed. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All of our work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, did you? Seems better them coming from you.
The fruits of her labors.
It'd be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
The bearer of good news.
She always has a soft spot for that, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Most of these people are talking just like Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins. Righto, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Chim 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 chimney chim 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 chiroo.
Did you come through the fort today? And you say Sid built this place?
Wait a minute, you mean to tell me I could have gone through the back way? I didn't notice these stairs at all. I'm sitting looking at the board like, are you joking right now?
You two look like you need something to eat. Yeah. Courtesy of Martel. Martel. Now where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. And I saw that one. Love plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bang might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaways to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'll be proud, and rightly so. That you said. A gift from the backyard. For your service. Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone can stay mad at the man for long. That sounds like the Sid I knew all right. Planning on keeping that up to yourselves, will ya? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not with beggars. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all the hard work didn't go to waste. Todd, tell her that down in the backyard to learn some other for you, will ya? Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some minutes at least. Thanks, Chief. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't ya? That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard, pass along everyone's regards. Told Mather's all right.
Fucking skull. I guess that's where they wash their clothes.
that bruises around you just...
Earthbreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remember her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't gonna rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I made a sap after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, but you not kept it alive. Had something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but... Thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
How do they get fresh water? I'm gonna go and buy some new items, because that beefy fight that I had to do earlier kind of like took a lot.
I got ya. Fly with me.
Yeah, didn't gain any new buckle. You'll think you'll have like, you know, more, you know, like braces and belts to acquire along your way. But I haven't changed them out since I got them.
Well, don't you stand that dog, Payne.
Yeah, so you know, that's probably one of the criticism coming by from this thing is that, at least from like the past, you know, couple of Final Fantasy games, there were, I wouldn't say an abundance, but there was like at least some relative frequent gear choice, especially when you're progressing further along into the game. Every time you go to a new spot, like in FF7 Remake, whenever I go to a new spot and there's like a merchant, you might see some old stuff, but there's a couple of things you can choose from, like especially a sword that might not necessarily, like, you know, be ideal for you, whatever like that, but at least it's something new that you can choose to purchase if it's something that you probably would want to try out. But here it's like, I'm, you know, not seeing more options for that. And then the other thing is that you only got that one, you only got the main character you're playing as, and you don't swap between other characters, you know, like a roster. Because Final Fantasy is very well known to have like a, you know, like a roster of playable characters that you find like what's the word, intriguing and like funny, or, you know, of course, like, you know, you still get that, but it's just like, you know, you remember Barret and how funny he is to play as. You don't just play as Cloud the whole time and just Tifa is off to the side doing her own thing, and, you know, and so on and so forth. It's just like, that's half the fun of playing a Final Fantasy game, where you can, at the very least in Final Fantasy 15, even though you don't, well, aside from the DLCs where you can play as your other party members, but during the main game, during combat, at the very least, you can switch between characters and do, you know, certain actions that specialize with them. You don't even do that here, which is kind of like a bit of a downgrade. I still enjoying this, but if I offer any criticisms, those are the two biggest ones I have right now.
If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it. Cannot find a better price than that. It's better I'll be here.
So I haven't used this.
Cannot find a better price than that.
Okay, let's got so much of this.
I reckon I can find it by you. I'm thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find it by you. Oh my gang! Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Oh, coming up 2 hours, but we'll play a little bit longer. Foxcry Cliff.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose into Amakia. I'm not about to let Cooper take some unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
Yeah, he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Another criticism. Aside from Sid and
How far
Gav,
do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
yeah, because like that's why, like, the previous Final Fantasy games are so memorable. Is the fact that, like, yeah, there are some serious moments in the story, but there's a bit of levity and fun between, like, the characters, where it's like it kind of offsets like the serious moments. Even like when Cloud's playing like the straight guy, compared to like Barrett's like like gruff and like goofy dad humor. Yeah, it's just like it's like a balance where they those characters will forever stick out. And it's like, you know, you want these characters to have like a long-lasting presence. I to this day I still remember Titus, and even Lightning, as crappy as Final Fantasy 13 was in my opinion, I still remember Lightning because she, you know, she left a presence. You know, it's too early to tell now, but I don't know if Clive, well, he's the main character, so you probably stick somewhere in your recesses of your mind, but you know, I don't want to use the word bland because I get tossed around too freaking much, but you know, it's like Titus was fun. You know, Cloud, despite him being just as probably stoic as Clive, he stood out. You know, like probably deep cut Final Fantasy fans out there will probably explain better than me as to why. But it's just like, it's probably because the story in itself is so good and it's well crafted. But it's just that, you know, Clive, you know, it's like you'll remember him somewhat, but he won't. Even like Noctis is, you know, memorable to the point where he's in Tekken games. Or no, Soul Calibur, I mean. No, in Tekken 2, I think.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Yeah, look. Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful. Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation. Our business at the Black Shields haven't finished this small. There's barely room to hide a bearer.
And they must be here for something else. You fancy dancing the gallows jig like the miller, son?
Alright, I heard you first.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There's been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the gold press. You have $3 a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire? Or their 100 full legions? 100? I heard there were 1,000. You seen him, didn't you? I'm sorry. The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before. Was this the first time they visited the village? What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. If only we were. I might pound her in making a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers. I know that. What do you want? We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier. Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back. May I at least ask why? I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole. Then we should be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
They will rise.
Sorry, it's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Missouri would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
I just noticed something. Why she only got one glove? That is weird.
Will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Evidence the country is more and more of these echoes.
It is no the Mother Crystal's heart.
I have no idea. It looked like it. More of my mother's men.
Ended up wasting a tonic. Don't know how that switched over like that.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet. You were told to stay in your homes. The Black Shields. You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear. Say that again. I'll show you a transcendent for
Booyah!
Now I'm a little motivated.
Tell me what I want to be, it will be swift. Who are you looking for? Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Flames up, big boy. Death.
What the fuck? Wasn't that Resident Evil 4?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
This went beyond just seeking revenge against Ifrit for the murder of his brother. This is way beyond that.
Drives her, but I will end this. We should go.
Yes.
This is just like that, you know.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
You know, because the mother is acting just like, what's her name? You know, Peter Dinklage's character is from Game of Thrones, his sister. You know, Clive's mother is acting just like her. Just completely unhinged.
We'll crush him to a bridge. I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Yeah, let's okay, we got more than enough. No, we got at least okay, at least like 15 more points.
I did, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the mound.
In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
No, you didn't. Nothing.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home. The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. Then I must have lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fed better.
There we go. Okay. And the next one will be Wicked Wheel and Ignition.
That's the main gate.
Wait a minute. I should get like a one of these ultimate ultimate moves. And it had to be 23. The one that looks like the best one happens to be like the most expensive. Ain't that a? Well, it's like I will go with like the Aerial Blast.
Looks like we're not the only one hoping to get in.
Let us pass! I'm children are starving! Have mercy! Policemen's dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever! Lazarus will die on your doorstep! Find the killer's vases! Those prisoners belong to us all! I said, filth! Back to your stalls! Cut me down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And that's us. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Which I imagine is not.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Oldell.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. You're finished.
Are you in trying?
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead. Then perhaps it's time you joined him. The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Did kill your friends though.
Founder, it really is you. It is. So wait.
You son of a bitch.
We can speak inside.
No, I straight up killed those guys. I don't know why they just getting up now, all of a sudden.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches. The Kalimas. We saw what happened in Old Hill. The lie. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress. You mean my mother? That doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm. No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son. Her son. So wait, the Black Shields have already come. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the heads, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands. Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So wait, let us do our duty. With pleasure, my lord. I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
We'll show them that fire in our hearts is not so easily lost. The Black Shields is Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord. Of course, my lord. Will that be all? It has been an honor. Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord. It has been an honor.
What is up here?
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan? Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage. How small exactly? Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. Huh. I doubt I could have done this on my own. But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit. So wait. The bearers from Alder have been laid to rest. Very good. Now make ready for battle, as you command. Thank you so much. Perhaps now they will find peace. There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields. And so we shall.
Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, he may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay, I think this is a good spot to save. But yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow for the new movie review for Independence Day month. I need to start working on the next TV show review of the National Treasure TV series. As I'm going through the movies. And some point this weekend I'll have like a new comic book review ready for you guys. This is, you know, finally a short one as compared to my Emma Frost and Mystique comic book reviews that I've recently put out, which you can find on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/talkativecarl. Check those out if you're watching this on YouTube in the future. You can check those out. They should be up on the channel, and you can check them out and give your opinions on what you think of those characters. But yeah, so have a good night. I'll probably come back to this game tomorrow because I'm just super invested, because like I said, this has gone way like the way like this game was pitched, you know, or the way the demo went, like, oh, you know, the main crux of the story or overarching story is finding out, like, you know, what happened to the brother and, you know, seeking revenge against this kind of icon. It's gone way beyond that at this point. And it's ironic that I'm going through a lot of these X-Men related comics, TV shows, and movies and reviewing them. And, you know, now we're looking at the Bearers, who's going through the same kind of oppression as mutants are. It's all kind of like running on me right now. So anyway, I'll see y'all soon. Take care. Have a good night. Peace.